Build your skill tree correctly or die mercilessly, all my fellow future outlaws, as this is Card Games vs. Humanity, and I am that NAKAK-double-G. Back in the weekly recap of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game that just came out, I heard that everyone's stuck on that new Gate Guardian boss. Guess I'll have to show them what's up. So as per usual, if you enjoyed, don't forget that sub and that bell and that like. Hit up that Patreon if you want to see some more content. And leave a comment telling me if you think you look anywhere near as good as Joey does in just a few pieces of animal fur. But I'm sick of waiting, so let's load our game and get back to it, shall we? But wait, crap, Mama Chemo and her friends are trying to bust into our room and turn off the computer. I guess it's a good thing that these two teens can hold multiple fully grown men off from entering the room, even though this door looks like it needs a key card to enter anyways.
You know what I like about butterflies? They don't talk!
That was fucking savage. Oh look, who would have guessed that Joey would have summoned the Flame Swordsman and I would have summoned the Harpy Lady? Don't you dare skip her turn and attack right away, Joey, or else she'll activate the Mirror Wall card that she didn't even set down because she didn't have time to do so. Also, pay no attention to the fact that Rose Whip gives 500 attack points and I can stop my monster's attack like it's a Pokemon now. My claims that she's testing this game for 5 suits at Kaiba Corp for some money, which is a totally believable story about 10 hours after they got back from Duelist Kingdom. This says the same thing any tourist visiting Las Vegas says after staying for more than 5 days.
I'm not so sure about crossing a desert, but I'm over this place.
I guess in this virtual world, duel monsters are basically just Pokemon, as my commands the Harpy Lady to use the Rose Whip to steal the Niwatori card from the fat fuck goblin that refused to get up. But don't worry, Joey becomes my goddamn hero and activates Trap Hold, destroying all these monsters with 1,000 attack, causing dozens of people to fall into a giant pit suffering massive injuries. I love how one Niwatori card became the exact 4 monsters that they needed to cross the desert. Also, why is the card so much creepier than the actual version? Crossing the desert on these chickens that are only a few feet tall and really wouldn't help anyway. Our heroes encounter a massive problem.
It's an earthquake!
You just watched a giant geyser of sand shoot into the air, and the first thing you think of is an earthquake? A giant sandstorm monster appears towering over our heroes with a massive 1,300 attack. Red Eyes wrecks that shit immediately.
Guys, Joey named his chicken.
Let the man name his chicken. Maybe they just connected in a short time. Damn, girl, you don't know. They reach the temple in about 1 minute because that's literally all it took. As Mokuba rushes off, causing all her heroes to follow him and leave these chickens in the desert to die. Damn, Joey, way to make me look like an idiot within 30 seconds. And because this is season 1 and we wouldn't dare reuse ideas already, the cave becomes a massive labyrinth right away, just like when they fought the Paradox Brothers, closing in on them and trapping our heroes. They hear some random chick scream in the distance, and Joey takes off right away so he can secure that booty before Yugi appears and has a chance to transform and reveal that he's the beta.
That doofus will do anything to meet a girl. I guess he realizes I'm way out of his league.
Yeah, I guess it has nothing to do with the fact that he's like 16 and you're 22 or anything. Ultra devastating labyrinth tanks bust in through the walls like the Kool-Aid Man, boxing in our heroes against the wall with seemingly no escape. Luckily, Yugi's protagonist powers are not limited to the real world as he activates magical hats, instantly warping them all away. I actually sat there for a second and just thought about how much control he has over that card. I feel like it'd just be so easy to accidentally warp someone across the entire world. Whoops.
Clear. Some nice thinking there, Yugi.
So, is anyone gonna explain to me why she was standing there super horny for like 5 seconds straight? Oh shit, Navi the Great Fairy is back. Let's follow her so she can lead us to this weird female version of Mokuba. Something I dare you to try today without any explanation. This dumb bitch is apparently lost despite having this fairy to lead her out of the exit that's literally right around the corner. Why didn't you just say that you couldn't get past the Gate Guardian instead? At least that would have made some sense. Yes, the Gate Guardian, the boss of the labyrinth, now with his full attack point, stands there menacingly and never actually attacks. Or he never actually attacks, does he? Realizing his lack of intelligence, our heroes pay the $5 million required to summon Brock Skull Lesnar to the field. Upgrading him with a nice manicure, he destroys the Gate Guardian that never actually seemed to pose a threat. Apparently, all these villagers were just waiting on the other side of the cave, just, you know, too scared to even remotely try to evade the Gate Guardian and save their princess. They thank our gang and call them the heroes of legends for some reason before we finally get a glimpse of Seto Kaiba once again. He's seen hanging from the stone cross, practicing for his new role as Jesus in the new upcoming movie, Passion of the Christ, Rise of the Dragon. Only to be mocked by the witty Phantom, the main antagonist of this arc. Kind of? It's never really made clear.
Gee, I never liked parties.
Fucking nerd. We head back to our heroes who are now traveling in high-class carriage style, as Yugi claims that Mokuba should be proud that his brother made such a cool character of him. Which is a statement I'm not sure reveals more about how Kaiba views his younger brother or more about how Yugi has a sense of style that others may call quirky. We're then treated to a short audio clip of the first time Joey and Mai made love together.
Are you okay?
Happens all the time.
Disgusting.
Apparently it's a yearly tradition that someone gets offered up as a tribute summon in this kingdom. I mean offered up as a tribute to the mythic dragon so it can be resurrected. Which means if they had been following it each year that the dragon would be constantly getting resurrected, and if they didn't want to bother with it, they just wouldn't give it a human as a tribute. Jesus Christ, even I didn't realize how bad they explained this shit. Legend predicts that heroes will appear and resurrect the Great Flying Machine, capable of passing through the magical barrier surrounding the Castle of Dark Illusion. That they will come together to summon a creature capable of defeating the mythic dragon.
Just keep telling yourself this is only a game. I mean, life's a game!
Good job, Mai. You almost crashed reality by giving NPCs a sense of existential crisis. Our gang gets epic wardrobe switches as for some reason Yugi and Mai are changing together, and why does he look tiny as fuck? Joey comes out looking fine as hell in his new barb outfit, sporting a morning star before the castle is immediately attacked by thousands of monsters.
I'll activate the Dark Hole Magic Card! Oh, no!
I can't be the only one who was so sad to never see that go off. Armed Ninja is apparently the best fucking monster in the entire game, capturing Adina, who is secretly revealed to be Mokuba later on because he switched outfits with her, because he just really loved her dress and it was the exact color that he wanted. The monsters managed to fly away with Mokuba, leaving our heroes standing around like idiots, and finally noticed the football-sized flying machine imprint on the ground in front of their castle. Using the time wizard, they attempt to resurrect the flying machine so they can go and save their friends.
If their hands land on skulls, it'll take our life points.
Nah, Joey, you don't have any monsters on the field right now, so you're fine. Well, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget that sub and that bell and that like, and leave a comment telling me if you're just as excited as I am to go farm Mythic Dragon over and over again for that 0.0006% chance for his chest piece armor. Tune in next week where we finally get to finish this beta test and tell the devs what we really think, which, of course, is just, you know, more anime titties. And, of course, a shout out to all my patrons. We did have to kick 3 members out of the team last week, and it was a very unenjoyable experience, but we don't carry no scrubs in this guild. This has been the man from Earth with all the girth, ladies and gentlemen. Be the character you know you're worth. See you later. But don't worry, Joey becomes my goddamn hero and activates Trap Card. Wow. Before this dumb bitch is apparently lost despite having a pharaoh. We're then treated to apparently it's a yearly tradition that people be offered up as a tribute summon. I mean, offered as a tribute to the mythic dragon for it to be resurrected. Resurrected? Shut up.